Good morning. This is your 10 a.m. daily weather briefing, continuing with the mostly cloudy to overcast conditions this morning and a continuation of the comfortable temperatures with a onshore breeze, and expecting that to continue as we move over the next several days with those comfortable temperatures and onshore winds. We'll see very minimal chances of some rain activity, with the best chance overnight Wednesday into Thursday. Only looking at a slight chance at this time, and possibly a better chance of some rain as we move into the weekend time frame. If we take a look at the current surface analysis, we have high pressure generally in control of the local area, helping to keep things dry and fairly quiet, also helping to keep that onshore flow persistent through the forecast here. Have a stall boundary along the southeastern coast and seeing some showers associated with that, some lee side troughing over the southeast. That will be where the potential for any light precip activity tries to work its way up into the local area. But again, overall looking like that won't happen, or will struggle to do so, with just a light shower or light sprinkle possible at times as we move over the next couple of days. Looking at the upper level winds from this morning, sounding some onshore flow in the lower levels, seeing that shifting more southwesterly to west southwesterly as we get in the upper levels. Peak wind this morning was 31 knots at 25,000 feet, and the freezing level is at 14,200 feet. Looking at the current visible satellite, we see sockets in the clouds around the area today, moving from southwest to northeast. So expecting that trend to continue as we move through the next couple of days with mostly cloudy conditions overall, with those ceilings staying in the mid-levels as we move through our day today. Look at the European model here for what we can expect for the next several days. As mentioned, expecting dry conditions as we move through the day today. Can't rule out a very slight chance of a light sprinkle late in the afternoon into the evening, but again, nothing very impactful, or not looking very likely at this time. As we move into the day on Wednesday, continue to see mostly cloudy conditions and a slightly breezier onshore flow for Wednesday, but it does look like we'll stay below that wind advisory criteria, and a very slight chance of a isolated sprinkle as we move through the day today. The better chance that will occur as we go into the overnight and evening time frame. You can see the European model a bit drier through that time frame, but some other models indicating a chance, or the better chance of seeing some light shower activity in the area during that overnight time frame into the early morning hours of Thursday, and then possibly seeing that lingering into the day on Thursday. So just keeping a slight chance through that time period, right around 20% chance. And we'll see a slightly breezier day on Thursday with a chance of seeing a wind advisory, so some more stronger gust with that onshore flow as we go into the day on Thursday. As we go into the end of the week, we'll see a dry day for Friday with some partly to mostly cloudy conditions. Again, continuation of those onshore winds as well as some comfortable temperatures, and we'll be paying attention to this area off the southeast coast for the potential of a weak area of low pressure developing in that region, and then that's going to pretty much dictate what we see as we go into the weekend with precip chances. Still some uncertainty with this, so just keeping a low end chance of precip as we move through the weekend, as this area of low pressure potentially moves off to the north and possibly brings the rain shield into the local area, as we'll see here. There are some other models indicating this staying a bit further off the coast and keeping things dry locally, so we'll just have to see how that comes together as we get a bit closer to the weekend. And then as we go towards the end of the weekend into the start of next week, generally models showing what's left of that area of low pressure pulling away with things drying out, and a return to some more southerly flow and possibly more seasonable warm temperatures. So looking at the 24-hour weather risk chart for today, green conditions over the next 24 hours. Winds out of the east-northeast 5 to 10 knots, gusting up to 15 knots. We'll see our high temperature right around 79 degrees, struggling to get out of the 70s today. And again, mostly cloudy conditions persisting through the next 24 hours. We'll see ceilings down around 12,000 feet as we get into the afternoon time frame. We'll see the winds become lighter as we move into the overnight time frame, and we'll see those temperatures cooling down to around 69 degrees. And as mentioned, just a very slight chance of a sprinkle, mainly after 4 p.m., but again, not very likely at this time. Tides running slightly above normal. As we look at the extended forecast here, slightly breezy on Wednesday, mainly dry, 15% chance of that isolated sprinkle. Once again, we'll see those highs right around 80, and that continues as we move through the next 4 to 5 days. Better chance of rain starting overnight Wednesday and Thursday, increasing to about a 20% chance of rain, so not a extremely high chance. Anything we do see will be fairly light and isolated in nature. We'll see a breezier day on Thursday, as mentioned, a better chance of seeing a wind advisory for Thursday. Quieter day on Friday, still nice and comfortable, and as we move into the weekend, we pick up that 20% chance of rain for Saturday and Sunday. Again, that's going to be dependent on how that area of low pressure tracks and comes together as we move through that time frame. And then as we get into the end of the weekend and into Monday, start to see warmer temperatures with highs back into the mid-80s for Monday, and some additional sun, so back to more seasonably warm conditions for this time of year. That's going to wrap up the 10 a.m. daily weather briefing. We'll be back again tomorrow at 8:15 and 10 a.m. Enjoy the rest of your day.